Welcome to the Buddy and Friends podcast, a podcast about performers. Let's get on with the show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Buddy and Friends. I'm your host, Buddy Katz, and if you don't know, I'm a Michael Jackson and Freddie Mercury impersonator. Come on, if you guys have been listening to the podcast, you gotta know that by now. I am joined by a very special guest. He is a voice actor. He does a lot of voices. You've probably heard his voice before. Maybe not familiar with him, but he does a lot of voices for Roblox, including Wigglemania. He does the voice for Henry Octopus. He is a great drawer. He is a great guy. I want to welcome Kev. How you doing, Kev?
Hey, I'm good. Thank you for having me on. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. Thank you for coming on the show. It's great to have you.
Yeah, man. It's an honor to be here.
Oh, thank you. Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself and what you do?
Well, I'm 21. I work at Chick-fil-A at the moment, but I'm hoping to go into voice acting full time in the somewhat near future.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always been a huge animation fan, and love music, just entertainment in general. I'm a huge geek, and yeah, that sums it up, I think.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a huge geek. Yeah, I'm a geek myself, you know.
Oh yeah.
You definitely know because you follow me. You definitely know what I post. So, what was your early introduction into performing and how it inspired you throughout your life?
Yeah, so I didn't really get to perform much like as a kid. I was homeschooled, so there wasn't any sort of, drama club or anything like that. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I think my main performance inspiration goes back to watching the Wiggles, when I was really, really young, and seeing what they do, thinking I'd like to do something similar to that one day, some sort of performance type thing. And then when I was about 12, I started watching this YouTuber. His name's Brian Hull. He does a lot of like voice impressions, and I was like, oh, I think I can do that. And yeah, then I started getting a big interest in voice acting, and decided that's what I want to do with my life: spread joy and happiness to people.
Interesting. And talking about the Wiggles, I know you're a big Wiggles fan. And you know,
Oh
by
yeah,
me, I'm a big Wiggles fan. They've been an inspiration and why I'm also a
yep,
performer. You recently got to meet Paul Paddock, who plays Captain Feathersword, and Anthony Field recently
I did.
at one of their concerts. How was that? How was that moment like?
They are such genuinely lovely people. Like, I knew going in that they would be nice, but I was blown away. I got to give Anthony a pair of custom painted Vans that I made for him, that had like the original Wiggles on the front, and then on the sides it had the characters and stuff. And he asked me to sign them, and he told me that they're going to put them up on display at their studio. And of course, I got to meet the rest of the current Wiggles as well. And yeah, same goes for that. All super, super lovely people. And then Paul Paddock, I gave him a replica feather sword, and he was super impressed by that. And Lucia actually told me, because I laid the sword and the shoes down, um, on the chair next to me before they came out. And Lucia told me that she thought Patty had just come up and set his feather sword down on my chair. She thought it was the real deal.
Like here, I'm just gonna leave this right here and I'll walk away and see if anybody can steal it. Let's see. You know,
Yeah.
Patty is like that. I can
Yeah.
tell he probably is like that.
He's a
But
hilarious guy. I love him.
he is great. I love him too. He's one of like very wonderful actor, very wonderful performer also.
Yeah.
Even like when people say like when you meet the Wiggles, like hey, they're just like children entertainers. You know how different they're like Mr. Rogers. They are straight up
Yeah.
like Mr.
Yeah.
Rogers.
100%. Yeah. it was funny. When they first came out, I was saying hi to them. There was me, and then there were two groups that were also there to see them, and there were a couple of kids in those groups, and so I meant to call Patty, Captain Feathersword, so as not to break the illusion
Yeah.
for them, but somehow Patty just slipped out, and Anthony was like, "Oh, it's all right, mate. I call him that on stage all the time."
I like how they do like no, it's like this is who they play. And I think of one of the videos they said Captain Feathersword played by Paul Paddock at one point. Like they did all that.
Did they?
I think it was like
I
one of
can't
their
remember.
it was like one of their live concert videos. I don't know, it was Wiggle dancing live in concert. I'm pretty sure it was one of
Huh?
those. You
I don't
want
remember that happening, but I might be wrong.
I don't know.
I do remember when I went to see them in. Huh?
I believe yeah, he's because he said like the people who are playing the characters and he said Paddock, Captain Feathersword at one point. But yeah, I'll send you the
Huh?
video, the end credits for it.
Oh, in the end credits. Yeah, yeah. I thought you meant like they said it on the stage or something. But I do remember when I saw them at the Celebration tour in 2012. They were all, it was the time of the show where they all made the made the announcement to the audience that Greg Murray and Jeff were going to
Yeah.
be retiring, and Patty actually took his hat and eye patch off and spoke as himself, not as captain, just about how great it was to work with them. And I remember being very very surprised by that.
Well, from the Wiggles, you do voice acting. Can you tell me how you get into voice acting?
Yeah. So you mean in general or just within the Wiggles community?
Just in general.
Yeah. So I touched on it before, but watching videos of impressionists doing their thing, and just thinking I'd like to do something like that one day. And yeah, then I started working on impressions of characters myself, and I developed some pretty good impression chops, I guess you could say. And yeah, it I think Veggie Tales was also a really big inspiration for me. My dream role is Larry the Cucumber. I would love to take over that role one day.
Definitely, it could happen. You're still young, you probably could happen.
Yeah,
Um, I know
that's right.
you.
Hopefully,
I know you because you voiced Henry Octopus for the Wiggles tribute band, Wigglemania. How did you become
yeah,
voicing Henry? And can you tell me how that role came to you?
yeah. So my from about 2015 to 2020, I was a huge fan of Wigglemania, the Robloxian Wiggles, those groups. But I wasn't really allowed to be online and have online friends and all that. So I never really got the chance to meet the guys or anything. And then in 2020, I finally got Discord. And the first guy I met in the Wiggles community was Justin, from the Wiggles of Robloxity. And he and I got talking about our backgrounds, Wiggles fans and all that. And then I did my Henry impression for him, and my captain as well. And then he offered the roles for me, for his group. And then I think he told the guys in Wigglemania about me because they were looking for a Henry. And then Dylan was the one who reached out to me, and he and I got talking. And for a few months, there was going to be like a more formal audition. And then eventually he was just like, whatever. Everybody likes your Henry voice. Everybody likes you. You're in.
There you go. And your Henry Octopus voice is very spot on too.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you.
There you go. Hey. See, that's your thing. Do you do that for Patty too? And Anthony, like, hey, listen, I can do Henry Octopus one of these days if you ever need him. Could have,
I should have done that. Yeah.
could have. Oh, that would be amazing. They
Yeah.
would pick you up really easily. When you're not Henry Octopus,
Next time.
Definitely. Well, you're not Henry the Octopus. You do a bunch of voice work in the Veggie community. Can you tell me how that came along and what your other projects you work on?
Yeah, so a lot of it comes from my best friend. His name is Finn Rowe. He has a channel called the Ultimate Unofficial Veggie Tales channel, which he's actually wrapping up pretty soon. He's
Okay.
done hundreds and hundreds of videos over the past couple of years, and life has life has ramped up for him. He's gotten a lot busier, so he's going to be putting that on the back burner. But yeah, he and I have collaborated on a number of different projects. We've made some fan episodes together. We actually did a whole run of fan commentaries. We went through the entire series along with a couple of episodes from spin-off shows, and we did like 70 commentaries in the space of 2 months or something like that. It was a crazy time, but very very fun.
That's crazy. And you say you did a good Larry the Cucumber impression. I definitely want to hear that because I was a fan of Larry the Cucumber growing up.
Oh yeah, everybody loves Larry. Everybody's got a water buffalo. Yours is fast, but mine is slow.
See, you could definitely do it.
Thank you.
Right to a big idea. Like, listen, here's my voice demo. Um, let's see what we can do.
Yeah,
Work with me. That's
right.
great.
Yeah, I did. I was in touch with their social media manager at one point, and I did send over a little voice message, knowing that that's not a formal audition or anything, but just wanted to get it out there a little bit, you know.
Hey, it's always good to like put your foot in the door. Like, hey, this is what I can do, and let's see what we can do.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
is there any tips you can give any upcoming performers who would like to take to be a voice actor or a performer?
Yeah, I mean, don't take yourself too seriously. Have fun with it. I think you if you feel a little bit exaggerated and maybe a little silly doing what you're doing, you're probably doing it right. Um, yeah, uh, chase your chase your dream. Go at it pretty hard, but don't put all your stock in it to the point where you're uh, sacrificing, other opportunities. If you have a job, don't quit your job and go into voice acting full time straight away, because you gotta build your name up a little bit
Yep.
before you can, get to that point. So be financially wise, but continue pursuing it in your spare time. That's what I'd say.
That's good. That's good. Good advice to be honest. That actually is. Well, this is the hardest question out of all of them. This is the last question, and then it's the hardest question, like I tell all my guests.
Oh
Since
boy.
I'm a Michael Jackson impersonator and Freddie Mercury impersonator, do you have a favorite MJ or Queen song?
Oh boy.
Exactly.
For MJ, yeah. For MJ, I love Beat It. I love Billie Jean. Um, those two are those two are up there for me. Black or White. Uh, yeah, those might be my top three.
Okay.
Um, then for Queen, I mean Bohemian Rhapsody is just an absolute classic. Um, I do need to get into more Queen stuff. Honestly, I only know the really big ones that everybody knows, But yeah, I'd have to take the normie route and just say Bohemian Rhapsody.
If you ever want to get into Queen, like their albums, I can three top albums: Day of the Race, Night at the Opera, and I think it's News of the World. Best albums of Queen, best back-to-back songs on the
Gotcha.
whole album. Kev, is there any social media, any events coming up, anything you want to promote, and how people
Um,
also can find you? Where they can find you on
well,
social
I'll put
media?
a little. Yeah. Um, Well, you can find me on Instagram at Uncle Kev Messick, all one word. And I want to put in a little plug for my best friend Finn. He's got a little reanimated project coming up for the Veggie Tales silly song, "The Biscuit of Zazamarandabo," and that should be coming out in the next week, I'm pretty sure. And it's a very, very fun project. He's got like 25 different animators working on it, and it's top notch stuff.
Interesting. Well, Kev, it was a pleasure having you on the show. Definitely
It was a pleasure being on here. Thank
no
you.
problem. And I will definitely love to have you come back on. If I find more voice actors, definitely we'll have like a
Yes, sir.
roundtable kind of deal.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, I'd love that.
Well, to all my listeners out there, thank you for listening to Buddy and Friends, and we will see you again next time. Bye-bye.